Okay, so I know some of you like trains, and you've probably seen this in some of my, or maybe only one of my videos or one of my animations before. It's my train table, and it's been sitting here and unused. So I mean, why not make a video on it? I have nothing else better to do, so guess I'll finally show it off. I plan to use it in another animation, so I guess I'll tell you guys more about it. How did I get this? Why do I have this? Easy. My grandpa is also a train enthusiast, and he made it for me and gave it to me one really cool Christmas, like a few years back. It all started. Why do I like trains? Obviously, it started with this little blue guy down here. Surely everyone knows Thomas the Tank Engine. And then I got Edward here. There's a funny story behind Edward here. Percy and James. And then got into the other big boy trains, like this old vintage one that my grandpa gave me that barely runs. I have to restore it. And then this one I got at an antique shop, and these two my grandpa gave me. So yeah, and anyway, yeah. Oh, I still have them. I still have this from when I first got it. This is me and my sister's nicknames. We called each other this since we were little. Albie and Dea. My grandpa put this here in the same spot and presented this to me in Christmas. You know what? I'll just forget this script for now. Alright, so, I guess we can start over here with the decorations. Yeah, Edward is actually one of the decorations. Funny story behind him. I put him on a separate track. Before I had this table, there were like those tracks that you just stick together. And apparently, in order to work, it was supposed to be in a loop. And I didn't put it in the loop. I put Edward on a straight track, tried to run him. Edward only made a few inches until he stopped, and then smoke started coming out from under him. And since then, he was never able to work. So that's the story behind Edward. He's just stuck here. I got this decor from Spain. I had this little motorbike, this tiny little car, and this I don't know what ladybug is. That's just there, I guess. Alright, moving on. This was I tried to build this thing from one of the maps in the game Unreal Tournament. My videos on Unreal Tournament haven't gotten very popular on this channel, so I didn't really bother to show this off. This is supposed to be from the map Face, and it opens up, and you can like look at the flag. And there, it's to capture the flag game, and you have all the little people, all the fighters there. These three Christmas decorations I found in a Goodwill and thought they'd be nice, so I got them and put them here as decorations. And we have a bench. Well, that wasn't from the store, but I have. There's Thomas. There's Percy. Over here is a giant Lego building thing. This is actually made out of antique Legos. A family friend gave me a big old box of old Legos that belonged to her son, and now I own a bunch of antique Legos, and I made this. And now, over here, we have a robot thing. Just a big mess. Some catastrophe occurred, and we have a broken water tower and an old, what does that say? Plasticville, an old house thing. Oh, and there's an old engine that barely works. So I got to see if I can restore that too. And we have this nano block Statue of Liberty. I don't really support Lego knockoffs, but you know, I'll make some exceptions for a few. Especially Creo. When Creo Transformers came out, I really loved that idea. And over here, a little Lego house with a little Lego couple on the roof, waving at the trains, I guess. Here we have a mill for coal. We have a Chrysler building. We have the cathedral for Santiago. And there's a Lego thing in Plasticville 5 and 10. I don't know why that's there, and I don't know why it's upside down, but it's there, so. Alright, and over, we have a little Lego car thing. In the back, get this cat toy out of the way. Over here, we have a tunnel. Gotta be careful because there's cobwebs back here. We have a Star Wars cloud car and Steve mining on the side, cause why not? And there's a dead Minecraft Lego zombie, cause why not? Yeah, there's the back view, and there's the bag of snow. Say hi, Melvin. He'll be fine. Okay, and now we have one of the trains running. It's pretty cool. I have to run James. Yeah, let me get James working. James not moving. Just break up. Move! James sometimes needs a lot of discipline. You can get pretty good shots here. by Edward, who blew a fuse so many years ago. Stuck there just watching that. James! That's why I don't run James much. I'm gonna get a shot from over here. Yeah, you see what that's like. It actually has a light on the front. How could I forget? It had sound effects. There's a speaker back here somewhere. A steam whistle and diesel horn. Oh yeah, diesel horn. Oh, it's very nice, I guess. There it goes. This black engine doesn't really run well. I have to look at it, try and restore it. Thomas makes a weird sound when he's in reverse, and Percy is just giving up on life. I mean, he still runs, but he's very weak. These here work. I'd love to switch this one out for that one. This one, I still need to look into because it barely runs. And this one is just really old and needs to be cleaned or something. So I have to take it to my grandpa so he can take a look at it and clean it because he knows more about model trains than I do. despite the fact that I own an entire model train table. I'm getting there. Alright, now I'd like to demonstrate the switch track thing. Alright, so here's the board. There are 10 of them throughout the entire table. 2 of them go off the main loop, where Edward is, where the other train is. I'll demonstrate it with James, so I gotta get this guy off of there. Yep. And, alright, let's demonstrate. Alright, so James has been, alright, I always love using scenarios for these types of demonstrations. Stupid little James has lost his Sodor fuel and raspberry thing, and he has to get it back, or else Sir Topham Hatt will be very cross with him, and then there will be trouble, as the meme goes. So, excuse my memery, but James has seen enough, so it was time for him to go. There he goes. Please don't derail again, James. Stop. There. Okay. We have number 7, and we get switch 4. So 7 to 4. It's much less sophisticated than it looks. And 4. There we go. Okay. Now, we have to turn on the power for the middle rail, because James will just stop and run in the middle. So it's basically James moves along that track between the 2 loops, and the power from the middle track carries on forward. And so we gotta make sure the direction is proper. Gotta set that up a 75 is good. And then James move on to the track. Sometimes I need a little nudge. You'll see. There we go. And then he gets carried by the other track. Let's switch 4 off. There he goes. James. Oh my lord. You know what? I can't really explain this one. I'll just let James do the explaining. And now he's stuck again. It's not how you're supposed to. Come here. James. Alright, I'm gonna put you back on the track, but you better not run off, James. Let's go back. And slow down. And change the direction. Close enough. Good job, James. Okay, now we gotta get James back on the other track. So, let's switch 3. And it's 1. Number 1. give power to that crazy fast, because why not? Switch the direction and there you go. Alright, okay, slow down, slow. I guess while James goes at warp speed and puts his entire life at risk, we can switch back the tracks. So let's switch one. And what was the other one? 4? 3. Dang it, James. James. What the heck, James? Are you trying to make me lose subscribers? Of course. Alright. I'll give you a punishment. This is what you get. Sleep with a kitty. I'm sorry, Cookie. It's okay. You want to say hi? So I guess that's pretty much my train table. I might change up the decorations. You know what? I should add the Christmas trees right now. I'll do that right now. Let's look under my train table. Very dusty under here. A lot of Lego boxes. We gotta find. I misplaced my trees. Now time for boring announcements. 'Cause why not? Take it away. Alright, so the future of this channel. What will it look like? Well, it's going to take place here in a new animated series I'm working on called From Other Realities. My story will follow the adventures of Bob from the Bob's Army videos. It will be one of the clones because he's blue. And I'm going to bring back a character from an animation that most of you probably did not watch. David Pennyfoot. Even though his video didn't get popular, I thought he'd be a nice character. Anyway, I'll post the first episode soon. Okay, I know, you're probably wondering, like, what about Rockafire episode 3 and this and that? So, as it turns out, I will be going to Disney World in Florida. Yes, I am, with my high school band. So I might introduce you to some of my friends on this channel, as I did with my cat and the big table behind me. And after that, sometime in January, I will look into starting auditions for you people who want to voice act for me. And then I'll get to work on episode 3 of Rockafire Animated. And I got a bunch of other stuff, ideas and stuff, more stuff for your stuff. Okay, I'll stop with the memes. But, I might do something more with this train table. Show off any new decorations, depending on how many views this dumb video gets. And I got another project that I'm starting to work on. There's no trickery here, but I do own the brick-built legendary defender, the Voltron. And I have something big coming up with him. I'll make a cool video on him. I'm not gonna spoil what it is, because I don't like spoilers. You know, especially Voltron spoilers. Can't wait for season 8. Yeah, I'm into Voltron, not many of you probably know. And I love the 80s version. I actually was watching the old episodes while building this, and it's amazing. Both generations are amazing. It's got a little origami pal there made by my friend. I guess that's the end of my video for now. Well, thank you for watching. I'm sorry it was a really long, boring video. I had nothing else better to do. And next video I will make, of course, will be on Disney, from Disney World. And so yeah, if anything comes up, or if I just am bored again, I will post a video, and some other realities will come soon. Dang it, Jen.